It's back, and like, it's me back. Everything's back, I guess. Just have to double check if it's running properly. Come on, internet, don't give up on me. Oh God, what's happening? Oh, what is? No, my Wi-Fi seems to be all right. Oh no. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, yeah, I can hear myself. That's cool. Sorry for this. Yeah, I guess it's program time, right?
Hello, how are you today?
No.
I've been hearing a lot about you. You've apparently gotten quite good, but compared to me, I can see you still have a ways to go. What's with the strange look on your face? I have faith in my sword skills. I'm the #1 swordsman in the Guardian's colony. I've won the Frabaloo tournament many times. Now you understand, but I'd be happy to give you a lesson anytime.
So I guess France help with colonizing the space. Huh.
Well, it might get a bit messy. You'll be fine with a couple little scratches, though, right? You don't have to run away like that.
Oh, let's try that now. Yeah, you can probably sell these, like, I don't think I'm gonna go back to any range weapon stuff. I'm not. Oh, I don't have to stop for it to do that. Yeah, this looks good.
Welcome, welcome. Take a look around.
Yeah, I can probably sell that. Why is this still more expensive? Well, it's not as expensive as the Ruby Chipotle. It's like, looks cool, but yeah, no massive need for it. A lot of fire weapons, I think. I'm guessing, which is a bit weird. That sounds fun. Both of those sound pretty cool. I kind of want to buy it with bone down some of the death bats. It sounds spicy. So, you know, I have, what, 350k pocket money left.
Welcome, welcome. Take a look around.
Yeah, sure, let's go. Yeah, I guess this one, this one. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I can't fathom how a beautiful girl such as yourself could...
I'm... You think I'm beautiful?
And such humility. You must be beautiful straight down to your very soul.
That...
Modesty
Run,
is a
Mayfield.
virtue.
Run.
Surely this is a sign from the holy light meant to enlighten me. If it's all right with you, would you perhaps mind if I spent some time by your side?
Oh, sure. I would be honored.
I am in your debt.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Well, I happen to know of a delicious little cafe just ahead. Perhaps we could go together. Before I forget, this is my contact information. Please call me whenever you... Oh, please watch your step here. You may take my hand if you wish. Oh, my. From the side, you are even more beautiful. This is surely the will of the holy light.
Let's do a party. Yeah, I'll go with my usual punch. Plus. Ooh, oh, that's a spicy boy. Level A. A level. Oh, difficulty A. That's. Ooh. Oh god, I remember this. It was like from the last previous time, and it was hellish. Even though it's like this is level 60 plus, I don't want to get too cocky, and I would probably go for 55 because it has some interesting enemies towards the end, like not rabbits, like crickets, but. Dance. It's alright. They look futuristic, kind of past-like, but also would say, yeah, I just want to do a different level than the usual. It's, yeah. Oh god, this is dealing a lot of damage. Oh, wow, I'm stupid. I forgot all of my healing items, like to get more of those. Oh no. That's so stupid of me. Yeah, like, yeah, I'll probably go back to... That should be fine. Oh, that's so stupid of me. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I got a new item, didn't I? Claw skills. Ooh. Well. Yeah, I can drop this one. What new... Do I have any daggers equipped right now? No, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, fuck it, let's go. Wait, what? What did I just unlock? Play information, factors. God, can I... I'll do something... I'm really curious what I just found. And can I not look back at what... No. Oh. I was hoping that I could check on the stream what I unlocked. I remember these. Gosh, I just have a single... What's that? Oh, that's double sound. Yeah, that's well, oh well. I do wonder. Just checking. Can I? Yeah, I'm just curious, like, what gets upgraded when you level up an attack? Like, how can you know, how do you know that you should probably level this, like, one item or the other? Just. Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, I think the item, the skill you forget is just add it back into your inventory, which is a bit more confusing now that I think about it. Like. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make a note. Oh shit! On the keyboard. Yeah, I think just ability for the player to know what's like level up path for the skill. I think would probably be like better. Like, oh, this level is gonna, you know, this skill will level up level 10. Where the fuck am I? I'm on above. Huh. Oh god, this is scary. But like technically like a skill path, like skill tree, right? Like, oh, at this level I'll unlock a new level, a new combo move. This level, you know, there's going to be this damage and all that. It's basically a way for the person to know what to expect and like make an informed decision. Yeah, informed decision, right? Like having knowledge for that informed decision. I guess this is breakable. Yep, this is breakable. Oh yeah. So I was reading the book about the uncertainty, like, how was it? Uncertainty in games. I think that was it. Like that's what it was called. And it was just basically, well, as you guess, uncertainty in games and the informed decisions that the players make. Oh, we'll have to review that. Well, luckily enough, I'm also taking notes of books that I'm reading, or at least the books that are, I'm not reading any books, but if it's a book about my work, like games, it is useful to be able to go and refer back to notes. Because there was a quote that I didn't read it, I heard it because I was listening to an audiobook, I'll do more of that. And it was basically, well, if you don't read a book, if you read a book and you don't write it down, like the things you read, it's basically the same as not reading it, right? Like reading like a book of fun, like a romance story or whatever, makes sense. You probably don't, like, unless it's a good quote, right? Probably won't be writing it down, but if it's like a knowledge-infused book, oh, Xar, then it makes sense to write it down. I've got a lot down.
You seem stronger.
Gotten stronger.
Because obviously there has to be a points, not players should know everything, right? But, like, they'll be making a decision on the knowledge they do have, right? And I guess the designer's goal is to make the player engage with the content as much as possible. Keep them interested, right? And do that as much as they can. So having a way to say like, hey, oh yeah, you leveled up this level, try out this different weapon skill. It's probably a good idea. Like mention, like, yeah, because well, I got a full level. I got a full special action. I've just been going with it, and that's it. Like, because when both of those levels were level 1, I saw that one's better than the other. I'm just sticking with it, which is probably not ideal, since like, okay, I haven't seen what's the other skill. And before you say like, oh, you choose what levels you're gonna be, like, yeah, but I don't remember what was. Oh, the Art of Failure book that I've read as well. Like it mentioned, and I absolutely agree with the quote that the players will optimize out dagger skill. Oh, it's a single dagger skill. It's like Hikai Shibata-san. I already have it. Ah. Or is it? Because in Phantasy Star U Online 2, I remember if you had, like, if you find a new skill Right. You could find special skills in there as well, but you would also. It just says level 18, and that's it. So it doesn't say if it adds more special attacks or anything. Like if you. God, I'm jumping around, aren't I? I gotta put pause. So I'll finish with the not Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star Online 2. So you could find a level, like a special skill, just like here, but they would have levels just like here. But you could find different levels of those special skills. So if you can't find another one, you can learn it, and it just gets boosted up instead of you just repeatedly using it and leveling up yourself, which is fair. So I was thinking, because it's level 11, is that the was that leveled up? Did I just got lucky? Oh, well, I could just fucking try it out, couldn't I? Well, no, the other one was level 1, so it probably was level 1 when I picked it up. So I went with it. Yeah, it's probably right. Now back to failure. Like yeah, players will try to optimize out their fun, which is they just do that. They just do that. And it's because like the games, based off from what I remember and written down, games are a kind of a platform for people to simulate activity that they can simulate environment in which they can fail safely, right? But people don't want to fail. Well, and that is because games provide you with a chance of being inadequate in something, like combat or whatever, or strategies, and then provides you a way to actually get better and remove that inadequacy. I think, like using the words for good, well, more or less. But people are still afraid of failure, even though it's like a safe environment to do so. So they will. So they will do whatever best, and then just trying to not to fail. And that reminds me of my own personal experience as well. In Borderlands 3, you can take Moxie, just like in Borderlands 2, I'm not counting with that one, and get a weapon. In Borderlands 2, the weapons were alright, like, had some interesting effects. Like, it could just slip out of your hand and just get dropped. They were pretty good weapons, but in Borderlands 3, one of the weapons from Moxie, where like the weapon chooses like an arc instead of like straight, and what was it hitting? Like once they got it, it was basically cheesing every boss you fight with. Like, and I use it, just like, I tried not to, but then I knew I could, and I did. And I think other people are having the same kind of experience probably, like, oh, I got this super weapon, like, why would I not use it? Even though it breaks my fun. But the second part, like, if you're conscious about it, yeah, maybe. But, so, it's like, the idea or designer or game developer, I guess design would probably be responsible for balancing it out and saying like, okay, let's not provide a player with an opportunity to not use these weapons or to not have to switch out. So, and two examples I can give. The first one in my mind was one that I forgot, but the other one was in Metal Gear Solid 5, like how you could. Oh, the other one was Blanche Shot. There we go. Or Doom. Right. In Metal Gear MSG 5, Metal MGS 5, if you fight enemies at night or stealth, enemies would get a flashlight in their head, and then spot you easier. If you always go for headshots, start wearing helmets. So it's kind of a way for a game to adapt to you, the way the player plays the game. And like keep it fresh, keep it interesting, like almost forcing the player to change the way they play. They say Bioshock does that by just having little ammo, so you always have to the test one at least. You have to switch out around the weapons and just like start using them and then run out of ammo to like, switch to another weapon and just keep on doing that. There's like special ammo which I saw using only wildfire, I think. Alright. Doom does that as well. The first like 2016 one, less of it. Like you still, you got a gun, so use it. But this the new one. Well, not the new one. The one that after came out to London. Oh. The Doom that came after 2016. Oh, for God's sake. Absolutely. What did I get? Oh, I did not see it. It was a weapon, wasn't it? Nah, who cares? Oh, my throat. So that newer one kind of forces you to adapt and use all kinds of weapons, not just like stick to one gun. You have to do many different things. Oh. Right, you have to get back. To get back ammo. Alright, you need to do chainsaw thing. You need to use weed grenades. Like it's like it forces you to have the experience designer is intending you to have, and I think that's like, well, I see why some people would dislike that. At the same time, I think it's brilliant because, well, hey, you know, you don't do some random shit. That's you like you do the things you're intending to do in a... I'm just thinking, like, is it really a good way to do it? Like, is it really a good way to make to adapt? Or am I speaking out of my ass like I always do? I guess just a thing to think about. Like... Right. How much of it is intended, how much of it is just... No, I wouldn't say it's a bad design. It definitely is a good design. Like... What weapon did I get? Like, for example, I'm just using this one single weapon with no reason to switch back, because it deals a lot of damage. I could switch back, but I really want to. Oh, boo. Oh, well, hold on a minute. There's some green door. I want that. I want to go there. I came from there, right? Oh wait, I came from there, right? Wait, am I going mad? What? Where's that door? Is there someone? Is it that? Looks like it would be, but those two islands make it feel like it's not. Yeah, and you can see the door and all that. How can I get there? Because that's definitely a way out. Right, and that's blocked. What the fuck? Yeah, that's blocked, and there's no way you can go through that. I'm confused. I guess it could be just. I'll go with that it's probably just a remnant from another level. Well, like from the preset. Oh god. But yeah, this thinking about like, well, the thing I mentioned with Brian is like, oh, no one would want to miss out. But that's fair. Yes, it's fair missing out as well. I was gonna get teleported back. Hasn't. Oh. But like, the same thing is happening with special ammo or like Skyrim potions, right? Everyone has so many potions, they're just like, okay, but what if I actually need them? Ooh, like, like, oh, what if I actually need to later on? And avoid using the invisibility potions, like strength potions, and all that. Right? But I got it. Yay! Oh! Right. But there was like a small text about like, oh, you know, drawing a parallel of like having those special ammos and then just thinking that the best is yet to come and we can use it instead of actually just enjoying the game, like enjoying the things being given, and just like drawing the parallel with life. Like, oh yeah, like what if you're just saving up to things that will never come instead of just enjoying things? And I saw like trying to use more items in games, doing the same in life as well. Like, you know, you have the opportunity, you don't know. Gonna have another one. I'm just gonna philosophical, isn't it? Although I still struggle a bit. Well, not struggle, but like, oh, there's this consumable. Let's use it. I try to sometimes, but sometimes I just don't have enough equipment slots to get them in. Oh, boo. these other things in the ass that I mentioned. They're horrible before, they're still horrible. Oh, wow! I was level 60. Wow. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's 3 of them! Oh! I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. No, it's so horrible. Like, it's gonna be painful. Yep! Yep, and that's why I just saved the state. Oh, I should have not wasted that. Oh no 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 no! Oh fuck off!
Very nice.
Oh. Yeah, no. Oh, we got pulled back, okay. All is not lost. Oh. It's shit. Whew. That was fun.
I knew you could do it. You're so wonderful.
Just that.
You'll be
Oh.
alright.
Boo. Boo all of you. Oh, actually, maybe? Oh, that's very, very nice. No special loot? Oh, that's where it came from. Yeah. Oof.
How are you feeling? This is Mina from headquarters. The president is calling for you. I don't know the details, but
Yeah, that was good. No, just thinking about the save systems in these games. don't know, I'm repeating myself, but yeah, if you die fully, I think you just get placed like before the mission, not like reverted back, like the mission's cancelled and you just go back, like you continue on. Right. The horrible thing that was in the first game was that if you die, you can only go to that last checkpoint. That's it. So your progress just like that, which I hated it, and I think that's silly.
It seems you have a new mission. Your partner Vivian has undergone some sort of maintenance, right? I hope she can come back soon.
Same.
What's the matter? Aw, you miss her, don't
Yeah,
you?
Vivian was cool.
It's okay. Vivian will feel better and be back before you know it. Well, everyone is gathered in the conference room. May the holy light guide you.
I guess 5 masters just remove some shooting stuff, and then leveled up everything else. Yeah. Wait, who gets level S? Knuckles. Oh. If I wanted to, I could probably, yeah. Not Knuckles, Claws.
There you are.
The situation has taken a turn for the worse. The seed threat has spread beyond the planets.
We're going to let Professor Tomrain give you the rundown. Professor?
Yes, allow me to explain. I've been analyzing A photons retrieved from the remnant seed. I've found an energy signature matching those A photons in the void of space, beyond the 3 planets. The source of the signal is a satellite. That satellite is severely affected by the I have absolutely determined it's another hive. It is extremely crucial that we investigate and disable it.
A hive is a satellite or small colony that has been infected by the seed.
Not thanks for the explanation.
It pulsates like a life form and can be considered a living base.
Fortunately for us, the hive we've discovered is not yet fully formed. It still lacks self-defense capabilities. If we go now, we can infiltrate the hive.
So, we'd like you to infiltrate the hive first and carry out an investigation.
After detailed data of the hive is obtained, the Guardians and the Alliance military will exterminate it. Bring Lou with you to collect the data. Lou, come on.
Hurry. Please hurry.
Lou, what's wrong?
It's me, Vivian.
Now
I've
it's a
borrowed
hack as
Lou's
well.
body for a moment, but there's something I need to tell you.
What? But personal cast hacking is still only just a theory. I didn't believe it was possible.
That opens up many avenues that are very
Helga
scary.
has taken me to the hive. Please come to the hive. Helga plans to release the seed confined during the unification point.
Fuck.
Please stop her.
Fuck. This is the
Use the might of the Guardians.
fight that I had
What do you think,
didn't manage to
Odell?
complete.
It might be a trap.
I think it was this fight it felt like it was
I
the
promise
final
you it's
boss
not.
battle.
If you don't hurry, the seed will... President Dalgan, Headmaster Nav, please come to the hive.
I was level 60 then. I'm level 40
Well,
something now.
we have no choice but to shut her off. We need to hurry and gather up the other Lou units. Lou is a bank of classified Guardians information.
Vivian was probably talking about the hive we've just discovered. If that's the case, then infiltration just became that much more dangerous.
True. We're going to need to rethink this strategy.
We should work with the Alliance military to carry out this operation.
Let's do that. You just stand by until the plan is decided. Sorry about all this.
Well, that's gonna be another side mission, right? God, I did not. How many side missions did I do before then?
You knew it was me. How wonderful. I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you.
Wait, hold on, that's not good. Like,
Can you please
Lou
come
should
to
be-
the hive? You're the only one I can ask. Please, please stop Helga. Please, just come to the hive. You can stop Helga's plans. I know you can. That's true. You can't ask the Guardians, let alone the Alliance military, can
Oh, I
you?
could ask Taylor.
It might be reckless, but you could go to Motube and try asking
Yeah.
for help from the rogues. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to tell you to do something that would hurt the Guardians' trust in you. Here, this is Lou's partner card. I figure I should give you this.
Now it sounds like a
The
massive
Lou
setup,
units
doesn't
are
it?
all being observed by the Guardians' intelligence section, but somehow I'll escape and guide you to the hive. Please let me help, for the sake of Garol.
Are we doing this? Units, the lords. Ooh. What did I get? Lollipop. Racing again. Ah. That's a lot of damage. Jesus. I'm kind of tempted. Yeah, okay, let's go. They should probably sell these. Dagger skill already known. Handgun bullet. You know what? Yeah, let's fucking go. I can still use that. Ooh, that's good. That's useful. And then I have that casting. Oh wait, oh no, my friend's it's gone. But oh lord. Oh damn. Yeah, yes, I can go for
Hey
it.
there.
Yeah, this definitely is not going to be helpful. Yeah, okay, so oh yeah, so these. Ooh! Oh, that was probably the thing I picked up. Dark Elements. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I might keep that. But yeah, it's one can probably go. I feel like it changed my race in this game, can I? Yeah, I think it's probably too dangerous to go. So it's bad boy. But I'm about to. Upgrades.
Hey there.
The thing I really hated in the if I can use this in the first game was that you could, like, the higher the level you go, the higher chance of failure it was, and if it fails, you lose the weapon. Which was absurd. Although, if it's going to a dark place, probably a great piece as well. Just probably max it out. Because I have enough, I might as well just use it. Also, it's on 50% as well. Probably level 10 is the max one, isn't it? Yeah. Which is bad. Yeah, let's level up this one as well, because we can. That's a lot of damage. Not a lot of improvements, but oh well. Oh, it's probably weapons. Oh,
Hey there.
okay. Yeah, might as well just go through all the lightning, not lightning, lights attribute stuff. Oh shit, I should probably get all of my healing items as well because I'm not so good. Okay. I guess I can go through the big boys. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Shame you can upgrade. Like, it would make more sense with armor because you change your armor not so often as you change your weapons. I'm going all in into this. If it's a final battle, might as well. Yeah. And I know the lollipop is probably going to be a gag weapon, which I hate, but I don't really hate it, it's just like, yeah, it's a gag weapon. You still have Durandal equipped. Probably might want to change that. have actually looked at. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Should be alright. Oh lordy. Oh wait, no, that's not really it.
Hey, I didn't expect to see you at a place like this. Come here to take a load off?
Lena! The Landil might be able to get us to the hive.
Huh? What's up with her? Is she having an off day?
It's a long story. But right now, there's someplace we would like the Landil to take us.
What's going on?
Tyler, would you please take us to the hive?
Did you say a hive? There's no such thing anymore. The Alliance military wiped out all traces of it.
No, Helga is at a hive. She wants to unleash all the confined seed on Goral again. Please.
Is that you, Vivian?
What? Yes. You can tell? I feel bad about nanotransing someone else's body, but
But
It is you. I thought I'd seen that look somewhere before.
Must be nice to be a cast. You can change your appearance so easily.
Well, looks like you're serious. We'll let you use our ship. We still owe you one.
thank you.
But I never thought I'd be going back to a hive again.
You've been to a hive before?
yeah,
Yes, but at the time, we had a communion shield to protect us from the hive's attacks.
that was
We won't have that this time around.
This hive still lacks defensive capabilities. So this is the only chance we have.
All right, I trust you.
Oh! Oh! I still haven't gotten balls.
Hey there.
Oh, that's a
Welcome. Take a look around.
balls. Fuck it, why not?
Welcome.
I'll probably replace Lollipop with it. Now that I think back, yeah, Lollipop is probably actually not for it. It's like, yeah, it deals a lot of damage, but it's slow. Okay, cool. Time to bring this bitch down. Oof. Because I'm scared of cat. Oh, you can fancy animation. Oh, video. Cinematic. That's the word.
This place was formerly an energy satellite powered by an A-photon reactor. I've been shut down and am being held by Helga, but I still have control over my own consciousness. I wanted desperately to stop Helga, and somehow was suddenly accessing Lou's systems. I've been able to use Lou's body without arousing any suspicions so far. This hive still doesn't have that many defensive capabilities, for now at least. But the infection is advancing. As it continues, this hive will become an impregnable fortress, and countless seed forms will continue to be born here. A hive manufactures seed and seed forms. If we sit by and do nothing, we'll be in big trouble. Let's hurry.
Yeah, let's see how much of a meme is the Lollipop. Here's the Lord. Well, that's what it says. That's what he does, bro. It's not that slow. Okay, but what about this bad one? Oh, it also looks really cool. Ooh, forgot to put that. What about these? Pretty hyped for this. Yeah, I quite like the hive levels. Oh, visually. Okay. It's not bad. Let's go. It's not bad, but DBS is obviously so much better. Oh, that's nice. Actually, I might go back to using this. Or sadly never really doing it. Oh well, maybe. Is it? Oh, looks cool. But I mean, it's not entirely. Oh, I forgot to buy healing items. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm not entirely sold on it. It's oh, wait, what's the... It's 419 versus... Yeah, I'd say... Oh, that is. Probably should switch these. Us idiots. What was that before? What the heck then? It's definitely not in it. Oh, it's... Yeah, I'll do healing. Holy swords. military then? No. Yeah, thinking back, I probably did all these side missions while I was playing it. Oh, the previous time when I was at level 60. Still waiting for those. Oh, yep, there it is. These are pretty cool. Nuclear time, motherfuckers. Oh, they went too far. Bastards. Ah. Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. It's gonna turn dark. No, passes. Aha! Ouch! Oh, what's that? Am I doing 500 charge or was it Vivian? Probably Vivian. Oh, it's a grenade. Magnificent. Whoa. Wait, is that? Why keep that? Oh yeah, what was the... Yeah, doesn't compare. Oh. Bullshit. Bastard. Yeah, I'm still, like, obviously this deals slightly less damage than the swords. Still pretty powerful. But the Sega Companion, Genesis was it? I still think its ability to just knock enemies out for a bit is kind of sweet to
Wait a minute. This is where Helga's Illuminous henchmen are. There aren't many of them, but we can't risk being detected.
Gets detected. Oh, never mind.
This Illuminous soldier. He's dead. It looks like he was smashed.
Snoo.
What? What is a creature like this doing here?
Vivian. Oh. Am I stop locking it? Oh, never mind. Spoke to you. Never mind, that's not very helpful to me. That's maybe it. No. This one would be helpful. Whoa.
Is a human? This is that creature's original form? Yes, it must be. They carried out seed experiments on this poor soul. Helga turned them into that horrible thing. Let's go. If we don't, the people of Garal will surely face the same fate. I'm glad you came. Thank you for believing in me. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away there. The reason I have this heart, these emotions, it's really all thanks to
I
you.
wonder how different it will play out if you like did other options. Like, would
Forget
you be
about it. Let's
emotionless?
get going.
Angry? Oh, she could be the presence. Awesome. Damn, I'm getting a lot of resources. Ouch. Ooh, I like that. Makes sense. 47%. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. This. Looks cool. Might keep it for a bit. Or I'll probably get rid of the... I get DBS instead of this, and then I can't use this for one more. Definitely to make an out with that. Oh, that was nice. Oh, it's only 28. Never mind. Oh. Wow. Actually, I quite like this ball. might trade it back in for... Oh, I can Sega Mega Drive Phantasy or something. You got a fucking bazooka. That's not bad. That's all cool enough. I guess that's yeah. Ooh, that's quite a bit of damage. Damn, the game is very merciful with scapegoats and all that. I wonder why. Oh wait, if they can't go, I could do a little funny. They're not, which is annoying. Nope, wrong button. Oh, that was very unlucky. Also, throughout this game, I've been thinking, like, why is there, like... Sometimes you just get a key in front of a door that you have been locked. Which is like, why? What's the point? And then sometimes it just unlocks for itself. My running theory is that it's mostly because, like, just right with it. Sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's the other one. So, you know, to keep it, like, I don't want to say fresh, but slightly fresh. Oh, you're still knocking enemies. Oh. Cool, yeah. It's on block 2. Please. Oh, it's block 2. Block 2. Yeah. What's that? Is it what I think it is? If it is, I'll be very happy. Nah, it's not. Well, it looks pretty cool. I was thinking of I think the very first episode, it was like story time. I was thinking about the dagger that points down. It's probably as cool. Maybe not. Oh, let's try this out. Oh, I hate that. If I have to backtrack and then go there again. Nope, I think I'll go back. Ah, go. Wait. Oh. Yeah, that's way too much enemies for an extra area. Which is slightly more. It's like the last time the road that had the purple scanners in it wasn't the main one. So I was hoping. That's all again. Ah, that's a cool little gun. Do I have enough? Oh, it's 48. That's fine. Oh yeah, might. Yeah, that's the next right. Okay. Oh, I get healed for... Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna use that. I like the sound. Oh. Oh. That definitely is a reference to something. No idea what. There has to be a game that uses this guy. I'm glad I went there. Ooh, it heals as well! I guess that's the polar opposite of the That sits all in with him. I really like it, except I'm getting ganked. Bomb. Though I'd say. What's that? Oh, you know what? I was about to say that I want to conserve these for the final battle. These fucks are so annoying. Like, it doesn't heal as much, but because I can use my own sword, it makes it much more worth it. Whoops. Easy. What's that? Oh, wow. That looks cool. Phantasy Phantasy. 4.9. 37%. Yeah, no, probably. Ah, oh shit. Oh, never mind. Yeah, as you can see, what that. I think it was just a texture, but having the ability to be informed about what path to take and like what is the safe path to go to. Especially if there's like no sprinting, it takes quite a long time to just move from one into the other. Knowing what's the main road, it's probably a thing. The right choice. So you don't have to like go through half of it. It's like, oh no, it's actually where I have to go. Or instead, go back, and then alternatively you could just allow people to sprint, but that requires like gameplay considerations and probably affects more than having textures or objects in front of it. Respectable. Ah, boo. This is annoying. Oh, you did shit. Oh, love it. Oh, it's so well timed. Ooh. Just to see what happens that one. Oh, respectable. What dark weapon did I get? Like the stats probably. Looks nice.
You again? Oh, come on. I'm growing tired of seeing the same old faces.
Oh.
So you've come to get a glimpse of my little hive project, have you? Quite a beauty, isn't it? I suppose you can say that. Soon I'll be handing it over to your precious Vivian, though.
Oh.
It will be her final job. Her body will form the core of the new protector of this hive.
I know where this is going.
What we thought were remnant seed were created and scattered by you, weren't they?
That's right.
This is me. This is Lou. I've had my consciousness taken away from me, but I seem to have regained it. I've been able to observe, so I do not require a status update.
You're Vivian, but I shut you off.
Helga Neumann, for violating the Convention on Seed Research, the abduction of Mr. Regal, and attacks on the Guardian's colony. And Vivian, for grievous hacking crimes against the Guardian's data systems. I'm exercising my Guardian's authority and placing both of you under arrest.
I will accept whatever punishment you deem fit for using your body. But now...
Vivian, your crimes include leaking classified
Yep.
Guardian's information
I
to the
mean,
Illuminus.
if you're not aware of it, like, are you really guilty of it?
Me?
Like, if you've been
No,
forced to do
I
something,
would never do that.
I think that kind of lessens your punishments, as far as I know.
That's right, Vivian. You didn't have a clue, did you? You're such a goody-goody after all. But you were made to be an Illuminous spy. Everything you saw, everything you heard, it's all been transmitted back to me.
You're lying!
But you didn't know. You were such a good little guardian. You're
So I
a
would have to-
copycast, a copy of me, manufactured to simulate my combat ability and thoughts.
Technically, like, there has to be a filter some way, some kind, right? Because you're basically looking at another person's life. How do you live your own life, and then like overwatch someone else's life?
So Guardians, take note. This is Vivian's true form. She's nothing more than my puppet.
No! Stop! No!
Vivian, you will finish these Guardians with your own hands.
Wasn't the beat me on this one? Oh, it's what's that? That's a turret. What the fuck is that? That's a turret. Ouch! Vivian, you. Fuck! And that's just the beginning. Fuck. Oh, thank you. But can we go though? I'm having intrusive thoughts. Oh, intrusive. Oh, it's just a dead down. Or this midway fight. It could be midway fight. Yeah, it probably is. That's too much damage. Easy. Not really. Easy. No loots? What? Aww.
I thought she'd be more useful than that. What a piece of junk.
I am not your tool.
You regained consciousness? How did you break free from my control?
My heart. You cannot stain my heart with darkness.
Silence! You can only imitate people. You're just a puppet. You're a copy of me. Fight until you can no longer. Give them a bloodbath.
I am me. I'm not you. I'm not a copy of you. My heart has experienced the light. It cannot be stained by darkness.
What are you talking about? You have no heart. Only darkness.
Jesus, edgy much?
I won't be stained by you.
The control unit self-destructed. How did you?
That is enough. Lay down your weapons and surrender. A Guardians and Alliance military fleet is en route to destroy the Hive. There is nowhere left to run. I will say once more, lay down your weapons and surrender.
You think you can destroy this hive? They won't even be able to get near it. You'll see.
Helga is getting away! Let's go after her!
That is not necessary. We will take you back to headquarters now.
But Helga!
I am formally notifying you. You will be tried for leaking information to the Illuminous, as well as depriving me of my
that is a...
Do you understand? You are a copycast. You are not a cast, but a mechanical imitation. They are permitted with limited cerebral functions and appearances that don't resemble the four races. And violation of those terms is illegal.
That's really not on her, though, is
Of
it?
course, machines don't have basic rights. After your hearing, you will likely be destroyed.
But no. I will accept any punishment given to me. But for now, please let me follow Helga.
The Alliance military and guardians are coming. There is no need to follow Helga.
Oh,
Helga is
Lou.
trying to use this hive to release the confined seed. This hive is a gate to break the seal from the unification point. Helga plans to use the hive technology to unleash the confined seed on Garal all over again. Those vibrations from before are proof the hive is preparing to do that. If we don't follow Helga now, the fleet will be wiped out by the released seed.
So, if we go now, are you saying that we can prevent that?
Yes.
Then I will transmit this new plan to the Lu unit at headquarters. Let us follow Helga.
Thank you, Lou.
I both want to continue and like, should I stop? It's two. I think this will have to wait for the next time. It's getting, yeah. I'm getting hungry and I still need to cook my own food. So, but yeah, whew. That was fun. The safe state. Whew. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. And thank you for keeping me company, because I highly appreciate it, and goodbye.